Hey, what is going on? My name is Miles Belland. I am a filmmaker and a photographer, and I deal with a lot of media from various cameras and video projects. So I've learned to put together a system that helps me back up all of this media, and I want to share that with you today so that you can make sure that your either professional work or family, photos, videos, anything that's important to you, you can make sure that it stays safe. The rule with digital content is you always have 2 to 3 backups, or if you don't have 2 to 3 backups, you have 0 backups, because hard drives fail, and that is not an if, that is a when they fail. I follow the rule that like 4 years or so is a good lifespan of a hard drive, but you know, take it at your own risk. But anyways, so I'm going to show you a program that I use called Goodsync that you can easily install and get up and running to back up your hard drives. I use it in a couple ways. I use it to synchronize these portable hard drives. I also use it to synchronize my laptop with my desktop computer, and I have a MacBook going to a PC, so it works cross-brand as well. You can use it to synchronize to cloud services, all sorts of ways. So we're just going to talk about the basics today about syncing between 2 portable drives or your external hard drives in your computer. And maybe we'll get into some of that other stuff in the future. We'll poke around at it. Okay, so we have our 2 hard drives have shown up on our computer. We have G drive 1 and G drive 2. Now this could be any 2 drives that you own, or one could be your laptop hard drive and your external drive. It's whatever 2 drives you want to synchronize between. So it's up to you to play with how you want to mix and match this. So yeah, so I'm going to pull up Goodsync, and this is what the program looks like. Just give us a little bit more window space here. So you're not going to have all these jobs here. It's actually going to look like it's empty on the side. You don't even have those. Those are my jobs that I've set up. It basically look like it's a blank screen on the right here. And it's very easy to set up a new job. So you go to the top left and you click plus, and that creates a new job. Now Goodsync, there's 2 different ways that you can synchronize. There is a backup and there is a synchronize. Basically the difference is a backup, you have 2 hard drives, backup goes from one hard drive to the other hard drive and only in that direction. If you make changes on this hard drive, they won't push back to the other hard drive. So you're literally just making a copy of what this side is. This is your primary drive and you only make changes on this drive. If you want to synchronize, you can make changes that'll go that way and that way. So you can make changes on both drives. And that's sometimes nice if you're doing field work and you have multiple drives that you're switching around, or say like for my instance where I use my laptop and my PC, if I make changes to a file on my laptop, I want it to sync to the PC and vice versa. Whereas if I just want a copy, I'll do a backup. So to start, let's try and do a backup just to show you what we can do. So I'm going to call this Goodsync backup, and I'll learn how to spell along the way. And I'm going to open up I've created these folders on my 2 drives here, Goodsync 2 and Goodsync 1. And I'm going to delete the stuff that's on here. Okay, so on my hard drive number 1, I have a couple files here. I have some finished videos and a photograph, and I don't have them on my right-hand side. So how do I copy those over? Well, you go up to the top here and you click on this left folder first, and click on the folder, and it's going to bring up a little menu that looks like this. Now it can be a little intimidating because there's a bunch of services on the left-hand side, and you really don't need to know about them unless you use them. If you use Dropbox or Google Drive or Microsoft OneDrive or Backblaze, whatever, those are cloud services. Most people are just going to focus on the hard drives they have plugged into their computer, so you just have to go to the first one, which is either my Mac or my computer, and find the files on there. So I'm going to go on my Mac, and I'm going to go down, and I'm going to go to G drive 1, and I'm going to click the arrow so I can get further into it, and click on the Goodsync backup folder 1. So that's my root folder on the left side. Now on the right side, where do I want it to back up to? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to find the G drive 2, I'm going to click on the Goodsync backup folder 2, and we've set up our 2 files. Now, if you decided for some reason that you changed your mind, you didn't want to do a backup, you don't have to remake the job. You can actually just go and click this arrow up here and change it to synchronize. So you can change how you'd like the drives to synchronize. I would recommend setting it up one way and leaving it that way, because if you start getting into, I backed it up once and I synchronized, it's going to treat the files differently. So just I'd pick one and stick with it. So now what you want to do is you want to click Analyze. And when you click Analyze, it's going to look at all the files that are on those folders down, not the whole drive, but just the ones that you've selected, and say, here's the difference between the two files that you've selected. And they can be different named files as well. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. The program's smart enough to tell the difference. So what it's told us here is we have 3 files on our left drive, and you can look over here and there's a left-right column. The right one has 3 green arrows, which means it didn't find those files on the right-hand side and it wants to move them from left to right. So this hasn't done anything yet on the drive. You can see on our 2 folders right now, nothing's changed. This is only an analysis. There is no action. So you can use this to check drives without actually synchronizing drives. And I do that sometimes when I'm in the field and I want to say, hey, did I back up that content? Or is there any difference between these 2 folders? When was the last time I made changes? They look about the same size, but I'm not sure. So you can set up just an analyze and not synchronize it. If you decide that you like the changes it's going to make, you can hit sync and it's going to make this little progress bar and it is transferring them over to the right hand side. Easy peasy. And we can see in our folder here on the bottom right that, boom, it has replicated our 3 files, which is fantastic. So if I go back to Analyze and click on that, I clicked it and it tells me, hey, everything looks good between the 2 sides. No changes here, got a green check mark. Good to go. So that's the basics of synchronizing between the 2. Now, if you want to get into it a little bit more, which this is what I do, if you right-click on your job title, you go down to Options, there's a bunch more. Again, it can be intimidating at first because there's a lot of options, but you don't have to use a lot of that stuff. And if you just stick to the basics to start with, it won't hurt you. Go to the second tab here and click Auto. And this is what I do on my desktop computer, which I have most of my synchronizations set up to work with. I click periodically and I set this to 2 hours. So every 2 hours, Goodsync is going to run in the background, it's going to do an analysis, and then it's going to synchronize. So this is the easiest way that I find if you're working off of a computer that you want to be synchronized. Set it up to automatically synchronize on a certain time interval, whether it's daily, hourly. I find 2 hours is a good enough interval that it doesn't get in the way, and it'll make sure that your files are up to date. So the way that I use this is I synchronize my MacBook to my PC, and then if I want to leave to go work at a coffee shop or with a client, everything should relatively be up to date. If not, I can also just hit the sync button on my own, and the file should be the same. It'll tell me and it'll tell me what's different. So that's what I use. Yeah, and then you can also create categories. So if I right-click on this guy, I can go to Groups, and you can create groups. I've created a couple different groups that I synchronize what is my PC content, what is my Macintosh content, etc., etc. If you go and I delete this video, it works in reverse. From adding files, you can also show what files have been removed. So this all works on basically a time code. So whatever the latest changes was is the changes it wants to synchronize. So if you just deleted a file, then that's going to be the next change to make to the drives. Right now we're set up on a backup. So I remove this on the right drive. Nothing will happen right now because it doesn't, it wants to copy it over because it wants to make sure that it's the same as the first drive. That makes sense. But all we're doing is we're pushing content from the left drive to the right drive. So what if we want to synchronize them? Let's change this to synchronize. And let's do another analysis. And this time it showed us the opposite. It said, I am not moving drives from left to right. I'm showing you the latest change was you deleted this Pigeon Lake File VO4 video and on the right side, so we should do that on the same on the left side. And it shows me that with this little green arrow with a little X on it, meaning we're going to delete the file. So if I hit synchronize, you'll see on my bottom left file here that it has been obliterated to the trash can. So it works both ways. It's super handy. My advice is to pick one drive as your main drive, work off of that one, and set a second drive to synchronize. And then if you ever made a change on the second drive, they'll stay the same, but I would just work off the primary drive. I also use this with a larger 8 terabyte drive or a couple 8 terabyte drives that I back up content to as an archive, and every 6 months I'll come back and just synchronize it with my latest edits just as an off-site backup to make sure that, you know, if the house ever burned down or water damage or I spilled coffee setting up for this video at the beginning, so I switched to water, you know, you'd have a second backup as well. So refreshing. So yeah, that's a couple ways that you can back up your content with Goodsync. It is a fantastic product that I use all the time. I have it set up in the background and I rarely have to worry about it or troubleshoot it. Every once in a while there's a version update and it'll just say, hey, I need to install a new update. You click on it, it'll install itself, and then it'll have your same job saved. So you rarely have to replace anything, which is, it's saving you time, it's great. So I would check it out, it's goodsync.com. I'll put a link to them on the screen. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, I just like the program, it works for me. So anyways, I hope you start taking your backups a little bit more seriously and this helps you do that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.